had lots of good discussions with people at the trans right demo 2 weeks ago.
If you're on YouTube up,
yeah.
The mood of the demo was pretty clear.
Well, yeah, later.
That the attacks on trans rights are a political maneuver. The way that Keir Starmer, Farage and the media are whipping up the culture war over immigration, disability claims, trans rights is an intentional move to keep people divided. The world's economic crisis onto us. That's why we're seeing universities across the country facing
well, Mystic Media.
Increasingly the burden is being pushed. That affects all of us, citizens, etc. But they can't allow people to look at the billionaire class to demand trans standards. So they push the narrative that somehow trans people are causing the collapse of society, claiming that trans healthcare is a serious burden on the NHS, or that specialised schools, universities and factories are the crisis in higher education. The actual burden on our NHS is the fact it's being sapped of money by private investors. Norwich Hospital pays about 15% of its budget, over 60 million a year.
There we are, guys. We're
a private company to finance the construction of the building. It's now paid that company astronomically more than the original building costs. That's why we can't access healthcare, why we're still waiting lists for 10 years, because of the parasitic nature of the capitalist system which is in decay.
Hello, Alan.
Alright, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Yeah, nice to see you, mate.
I'm Baz.
Yeah?
I'm Alan Airmoff of the band.
Oh, right. I've seen you up there a few times, yeah. I think Alan M, Alan Merritt.
It's Alan Mystic, though. We're Mystic Media.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I thought, bloody hell, it's almost like mine. Yeah. How you doing, alright?
Yeah, not bad, mate, yeah.
Want to see if I can find me driving?
Yeah, okay, mate.
I'm recording live on Facebook now.
Yeah.
But I'll share it. I've just come back from Wales. I've been in Wales.
Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then
Up there with
I've got a bit on the media page anyway.
Yeah.
But I always do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know where I'm all over the country.
I'm live now. I'm live on YouTube, so.
Whip up a frenzy against minorities. As students, we can't withhold our labour, but we can spend this time learning, educating ourselves in how to fight against oppression in the ideas of Marxism, and go out into the workforce ready to build.
Right, guys, so I ain't sure whether you can hear me over this racket. Let's go over here a bit.
If that sounds like something you want to do, come speak to the communists on campus, come build a revolutionary party, and join us in fighting to end oppression and exploitation.
So we are at the University of East Anglia.
Fuck Keir Starmer! Fuck Keir Starmer!
Thank you! We're lefties,
Fuck Keir Starmer!
Well, that's a Section 5 public disorder there, live, guys.
Fuck Keir Starmer! Fuck Keir Starmer!
Excuse me. You know, it's a section.
Keir Starmer!
Officer.
Keir Starmer!
Excuse me, officer. Inspector.
It's a protest. We'll let it happen.
Well, that's a Section 5 and I'm offended. There you go, guys. That's the reaction of the inspector at Norwich. No interest at all in a Section 5 public order.
Yeah, can we all just take...
I did point out I was offended by people effing, but they don't care. So there we go. Another example of two-tier policing live on YouTube. Disgusting.
James Harvey!
Disgusting.
James Harvey! James Harvey!
Hi, mate.
James Harvey!
We're Mystic Media.
Oh, yeah,
What does James Harvey deny?
All right.
What does James Harvey deny?
How's your mum?
Huh?
How's your mum? How'd you get on? How'd your mum get on after...
Oh my god, so she had massive purple bruises all over her arm. We're suing the police now. No win, no fees. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be alright.
HMK.
One Sydney
That'd be
Jones!
nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sydney Jones!
I just talked to that inspector up there. I said that's a public Section 5 public order.
I'll say again, X-Men...
Ah, well, it's a protest. We let them get away with it.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I said, oh, I'm offended. I said, I want you to do something.
Sydney Jones!
I just walked off.
Yeah, I won't do anything worse. It's ridiculous.
Sydney Jones!
I'm glad I got my own
Sydney
car.
Jones!
Spaces at this
Sydney
podcast,
Jones!
and we have finally
Sydney Jones!
Sydney Jones.
Women and
James
James because of us.
Oh no,
James Harvey.
we got a bus here, guys.
James
You're
Harvey.
welcome.
Heathrow Airport. Shocking. This is. So the police just allow.
James Harvey.
They just allow Section 5 public order, and they don't care over a loudspeaker.
James Harvey.
Absolutely shocking.
James Harvey.
If that was me,
James Harvey.
if that was me effing and blinded, I dare say they'd arrest me.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Right.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Shuffle back here.
When trans rights are under
Let's,
attack, what do we do?
Let's get the big banner in, guys.
Under attack, what do we do?
Students against tyranny.
Hey, hey, these fascists have got to go. Hey, 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 hey.
There we go, guys. Keep female spaces female.
Hey, 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 hey.
I don't think we got any arguments with that, guys.
Hey, 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 hey.
So this is Students Against Tyranny
Hey, hey.
at University of East Anglia.
Hey,
Where's
hey.
the rest of you? Where's the rest
So,
of you?
Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
I'm not coming over to you, mate. James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
I got no idea who James Harvey is, but apparently he's a Holocaust denier, so we'll have to take their word for it.
No guys, as long as you can get through.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
The space.
Yeah.
Don't mind standing just over
Yeah,
there.
I'm independent, mate.
Yeah, so lovely. I just need people clear to the runways.
Yeah.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
Oh, that's much easier on my voice.
So let's go over here, guys. Let's get the big banner in.
How many did Stalin kill?
James Harvey.
How? All the people you look up to. You want to call me a Holocaust denier? Flat out and true, by the way. But how many did your great leaders kill? 40 million, I think, now killed. Is that right? I have no problem with trans rights.
There we
But
go.
what rights do the trans people need that they currently don't have? The right for a man to enter female changing rooms. What? As parents, as fathers, would you be okay with that? Would you accept a naked man with his bits hanging out, changing next to your daughter? The answer is no. But that is what these people fight for, and that is what we oppose. So after 53 weeks, we have won our campaign, and we will go over the country where we will continue to win campaigns, continue to fight for what is right, fight for our children. Hear that chant there? Hear that chant for how many more of them there is? And yet we still won. We kept men out of female changing rooms. That is a victory. Go on, give a round of applause for that. We won. We are the champions.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
Who's one of your own? Who's one of your own? Jimmy Savile. He's one of your own.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
So we got the usual crowd over the other side, guys.
Now it's really important that this is captured on camera.
There we go. Friendly. Lovely friendly guys.
We're suspending all further protests at the University of East Anglia. This is my plan. So all of you watching at home,
these fascist scum have got
all those universities who have been,
Sorry guys, I was having a dance.
we will come to your campus. We will put it outside and we will win.
Well, I don't know. I thought we'd have a quick dance out of that one.
Can you hear the fascists saying? No, I can't hear anything.
James Harvey.
If the University of East Anglia, if he finds out that they are continuing to allow men into the female changing rooms. And I have loads of students in our university. We will be pursuing legal action. I want to say a massive thank you, not only to the people who have fought so hard to get that gender Supreme Court ruling, but also every single one of you that has travelled far and wide to stand with us. Thank you.
I think it's kind of funny, so I'm going to say it. It's nice to see you all.
Got my glasses.
Must have been hard to come protest with no guts or spine.
No, you should have just got
It's
in
a
your
shame we
pocket.
have to call Sydney Jones a bedwetter, but it's even sad that it shames her more than being called a neo-Nazi.
You wear a mask. We have more of a spine than you. What do you mean we have no guts or spine? You're all wearing masks. You're terrified. You're cowards.
First time used on these in a decade. Apart from sucking off Holocaust tonight, James Harvey, of course. And on that note, James Harvey. James Harvey.
Okay.
James Harvey.
For the people who are actually listening to our words, we're here today to protect single-sex spaces. We have been for a year, and thanks to us, this facility has clarified that women's spaces are for biological women.
Shove your Union Jack up your ass. Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
You can shove your Union Jack. Shove your Union Jack up your arm.
There we go, guys.
Fight for this country. I bet many lawyers did as well.
You can shove your Union
How dare you stand there and tell me to shove the Union Jack up my ass? Our forefathers
Absolutely disgusting. Let's have a walk over.
tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? One solution, revolution. 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 Who wants it?
Just a quick one. Good quote from Trotsky. I don't know if I can turn into a chant or not, but Trotsky once said, well, the thing you do with fascists, you need to acquaint their faces with the pavement. So, what should we do with fascists? 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 Acquaint their faces with the pavement. What should we do with fascists? Cool, thank you.
That was fucking epic, bro. Oh, these old guys are getting a bit leery. Ooh. Wow, wow, wow. Right, wow, wow, wow. Right, anyway, James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. Do you know he denied the Holocaust, guys? James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. Wow, wow, wow. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you.
I think he's stoned now. He's had to slow down a bit, guys. He looks like he's been smoking weed for about a week and forgot to have a bath. What a tramp.
Many, many more of us than you. Sydney Jones. It's Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
Bed wetter.
Sydney Jones.
Bed wetter.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
Bed wetter.
Sydney Jones.
Bed wetter.
Sydney Jones. On Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. My mum actually loves me very much, thank you. Sydney Jones.
Neo-Nazi.
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 Huh?
What's the Nazi bit got to do with trans?
Oh, I don't care. Sydney Jones.
Neo-Nazi.
Sydney Jones.
Neo-Nazi.
Sydney Jones.
Neo-Nazi.
Sydney Jones.
Neo-Nazi.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
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 He did deny the Holocaust. James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
Wah, wah. James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Go on your own
When
farm.
trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
Bad wetter.
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 There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. Woo! Many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many
Hey,
more.
let's what's going on there,
Many,
guys.
many more. Many, many more of us than you. Oh, Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
What's he whinging about?
They just said to me, if their drone's going up, don't fly at a certain they can't do nothing about it.
No, no.
So you just say, yeah, no, they can't do nothing because it's down to the CIA at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got all my licences.
Yeah,
I've got my insurances, my licences. I put it on just to show them, you know.
I got mine.
There's my insurance, there's my other drone, 2 drone licences.
Third one, Sydney Jones.
I
I've done
got
all the calls online and
Sydney
everything.
Jones.
same
I've got it
here.
covered.
Same
Something
here.
over Patriot Alternative, didn't you?
I said to them, look,
Fucking, that's not
It's a
cool.
249 drone.
For associating with them. Sydney Jones.
That's the same as mine.
Sydney Jones.
it's not my big drone.
Sydney
They
Jones.
said it's 249
Sydney
mini.
Jones.
Yeah.
There you are. I said you can't do enough about it. I've just taken
Jones.
I've got to get a better
Sydney
tip.
Jones. Sydney
The
Jones.
wife for some reason cutting out.
James Harvey.
right.
I've got some anyway.
It's same as mine, that is. I didn't know.
I've got a big one. I fly with a girl with it.
Hey,
James Harvey.
No, I have one from Zoom with
James
about
Harvey.
8 miles. 3 grand's worth.
They want me to clip of him lying on. Thank God. Up to where a guy goes, I don't know, oh, COVID was a bit of a scam. What else does it make me question? The Holocaust? No, that's literally what he said. I'm getting the clip up. Someone do a chant real quick. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. You guys bored already? Go to bed. Go to bed. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you.
Many, many more. Many, many more of us in you. There are many, many more of us in you.
Female changing rooms.
Yeah, they need some more sounds.
James Harvey, Holocaust denier. James Harvey, Holocaust denier. James Harvey, Holocaust denier. You heard?
You heard? You heard, mate. That's funny, lot of hair.
Biology deniers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Rights are under attack, what do we do?
Nothing.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Run away.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Attack them more.
We've got many more women than you. When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Got many more
When
women than
trans
you.
rights are under attack, what do we do?
Oh look, guess what? I found the clip.
You bunch of weirdos! You bunch of weirdos! Go back to the asylum, you weirdos!
Yeah, I feel sorry for the police a bit, but they totally ignore Section 5 public disorder. And that is actually on the live stream. I said it's okay because it's a protest. I said, well, I'm offended, but they didn't want to know. So,
We won our campaign. We won. You lost. We won. Men no longer in the female changing rooms.
We won! You lost! Losers!
Losers!
You can't go in women's changing rooms, you weirdos! Let me go in a women's changing room!
we got a little bit of Should we see it, guys? I can't. The bloody sun's shining in my screen. That we got a couple of police cars and a van down there. There's not a very big police presence. So there was the young lady that was wrongfully arrested last week at Manchester. And then no further action.
Don't trip anyone up this time. Don't trip anyone up this time.
Keep your foot in.
You know what? I just played a clip. If they don't listen, they
Just
can.
do a better job of it next time.
Anyway, on that note, James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. You want me to send you the video and then you can do it? Yeah, go on, I'll send it to you.
I'm just here to remind everyone that the attack on trans rights is not just for trans women. This is an attack on cis women as well. And if you want to be a damn fucking
Yes, it's not an attack against normal women, is it, really?
When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? And women's rights are under attack, what do we do?
There we go, guys. We couldn't agree more.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? James Harvey! James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
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 Sydney Jones!
Bedwetter!
Sydney Jones!
Bedwetter!
With the Nazi Party.
Oh, here's a clip.
And I'm not defending them at all. But 6 million Jews weren't killed, and the reason I say that is because if you look at the concentration camps, most of them weren't equipped with gas chambers. Yeah? But then there's some debate as to whether, you know, I mean, you look into Hitler and you look into what the Nazi Party did, and I'm not defending them at all. But 6 million Jews weren't killed, and the reason I say that is because if you look at the concentration camps, most of them.
Clip that! When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? We don't deny the Holocaust. James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey! He loves David Irving. Fuck it out. James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey!
It's quite short!
He is quite short. James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
Chad, can we clip that? We just got to think of the meaning of the Holocaust. Right, anyway, James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey!
Holocaust
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier!
What do I think of shit? James Harvey! What do I think of James Harvey?
Shit!
Oh, fuck it out. I forgot the rest of the charts. What else could take on?
I love how he's wearing NTP trousers when he wouldn't have served even a quarter of a day.
Where the F's the master race, because I don't see no fucking trace. Where the F's the master race, because I don't see no effing trace. Where the F's the master race, because I don't see no effing trace.
Is that now Section 5?
Where the F's
Is that now Section 5?
I don't see no effing race. Christ, guys, if ever I needed a poster,
I'm not swearing. I find it offensive, and as a Section 5 subject. Well, I can't get behind.
Come on, look at yourselves. I mean, my mother always taught me not to.
I find it really offensive.
And it is really, really hard when I look at you
I'm
guys.
a serious Catholic.
Where the F's the master race, because I don't see no effing trace. Now, where the spoons are, well... Yes, right, your group, your patriotic alternative friends are pedos, well done. Where the F's the master race, because
Just not interested, guys. None of them.
You know, it's been interesting to sit here watching you, waving, going at us, come on and fight us, with all the manner of a man who's 3 a.m, pissed as hell, shouting, hold me back. Desperately hoping that his friends do hold him back.
Reckon? Hello? Okay, I'm Izzy from the Revolutionary Communist Party on campus. I'm a trans woman. What I want from my government is proper access to healthcare. But instead, Keir Starmer and the talk of the establishment is whipping up hate like this against vulnerable groups. We need to cut down the culture war with class war. You're looking at the wrong 1%. 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 You're looking at the wrong 1%.
Hey, guess what you're not allowed? Guess what you're not allowed?
You're looking at the wrong 1%. What? You're looking at the wrong 1%. 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 You're looking at the wrong 1%.
Man, you should be retired. You should be playing golf or some shit. Jesus Christ. James Harvey. 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 He's very short, by the way. James Harvey. 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 James Harvey.
Mate, you're so fucking boring, mate.
I just would like to see the thought process behind you guys calling us pedos when you are the ones who actually want to know what's in children's pants. So, like, kind of make it make sense. It doesn't really, you know. So, yeah, that's about that. When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? I'm trans if you can't tell by the voice crack. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. Yeah, maybe stop trying to get into kids' pants. Yeah.
Inside the fence, my colleagues are dealing with.
Well, why don't you tell them Section 5 got something more?
Back to the gate.
Yeah. You can hear the swearing.
I can hear what he's saying as well.
I'm not with them.
I can hear what he's saying.
I'm an independent journalist. I'm a devout Catholic.
Fascist scum!
Highly offensive.
Fascist scum!
Highly offensive.
Fascist scum! Off the streets! Fascist scum!
And I haven't heard exactly what he's saying as well.
There's nothing to do with you're just
I'm denying the Holocaust of fascists, to be fair. Fascist scum!
Hey, go, guys.
Fascist scum!
Have your number. Thank you.
Fascist scum! There are many, many
Two-tier police all the way.
There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Nothing effective.
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? Fascist scum off our streets! Fascist scum off our streets!
Fascist scum off our streets.
Fascist scum off our streets! I call fascism denying the Holocaust! Fascist scum off our streets! Fascist scum off our streets! Fascist scum off our streets!
Fascist scum!
Oh, they agree with us, brilliant. James Harvey! James Harvey!
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey!
Holocaust denier.
That sounds pretty fascist to me. James Harvey!
Holocaust denier.
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 James Harvey! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Third one, Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Never trust a neo-Nazi with your kids! Never trust a neo-Nazi with your kids! Never trust a neo-Nazi! Never trust a neo-Nazi! Never trust a neo-Nazi with your kids! Never trust a neo-Nazi with your kids! Never trust a neo-Nazi with your kids! Never trust a neo-Nazi! Never trust a neo-Nazi! Never trust a neo-Nazi with your kids! James Harvey! James Harvey! James Harvey! James Harvey! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Third one, Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones! It's my favourite fascist power couple. Sidney Jones! Sidney Jones!
I think she's having a breakdown.
Sidney Jones!
The thing there. Yeah, I think so. She's having a
There are
breakdown.
many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. What do we think of Nazis? What do you think of shit? Cheers, mate. I ain't Nazis, I ain't Nazis, I ain't Nazis, I ain't Nazis. Right, James Harvey. James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey. James Harvey.
Holocaust denier.
James Harvey. Sidney Jones. 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 Third one, Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones. When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? When trans rights under attack, what do we do? You're not allowed in the women's James Harvey. Come on. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey. James Harvey.
1-0.
James Harvey.
It's 1-0.
What 1-0? Spain to England, mate. We lose every Euro, bro. Right, James Harvey.
Silence.
James Harvey.
Chinese. No
James Harvey. James Harvey.
No winning silence. 1-0 to James. 1-0 to James. 1-0 to Sydney. 1-0 to James. 1-0 to Sydney.
Jones.
1-0.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
He knows.
Sydney Jones.
He knows.
Sydney Jones.
He knows.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
He knows.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
He
Sydney
knows.
Jones.
He knows.
Sydney Jones.
He knows.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
1-0 to Sydney.
Sydney Jones.
1-0 to James.
Sydney Jones.
1-0 to Sydney.
Sydney Jones.
1-0 to James.
Sydney Jones.
Neo-Nazi.
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 When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? Trans rights are human rights.
We're off in a second.
Trans rights are human rights.
Queen of Iceni, we're going on.
Trans rights are human rights.
Do shit. Come here for the Queen of
James,
Iceni.
fuck it out. James Harvey.
Come here for the Queen of Iceni.
James Harvey.
We're going Queen of
James
Iceni.
Harvey.
Come meet me there.
James Harvey.
So as you can see, guys,
James Harvey.
we got these two here,
James Harvey.
and these two here,
James Harvey.
all looking this way.
James Harvey.
When I made a complaint to this lady, she
James
told me
Harvey.
they was doing that side, but they're not.
James Harvey.
They've got their back to them as well.
Did you just say legend to the
Absolute
Holocaust, man?
disgraceful
Epic, bro.
two-tier police.
Right. James Harvey. James Harvey.
Excuse me, officer.
James Harvey.
If these two behind you are supposed to be
Yeah, man,
watching
this
them,
guy who denied the Holocaust is really cool. Right, James Harvey. James Harvey.
if those two behind
James
you
Harvey.
are supposed to be policing them,
James Harvey.
why are they looking this way?
James
Why are they not
Harvey.
looking at them?
I don't know.
Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones. Sydney Jones.
Is
Sydney Jones.
obstruct a police officer when
Sydney
they're
Jones.
doing their job like you did earlier on.
almost
You're
standing
liable to be
there,
arrested.
I didn't obstruct
Sydney
nobody.
Jones.
I didn't obstruct anyone.
Sydney Jones.
I
Trying to talk about that.
Sydney Jones.
In front of me.
It's on there.
Sydney
It's on there.
Jones.
No, I didn't.
Sydney Jones.
I don't need any advice.
Sydney Jones.
And there was no obstruction.
Sydney
I'm
Jones.
telling you, you obstruct
Sydney
police officer
Jones.
when they are carrying out their
That's the
was
third one.
pushed.
Sydney
You are liable
Jones.
to be
I was
arrested.
pushed.
Sydney Jones.
I was pushed.
Sydney Jones.
I'm an independent
Harvey.
journalist.
Right, that doesn't stop
James
you from
Harvey.
getting in my way when I'm dealing with an
I
incident.
couldn't get out of the way.
James Harvey.
You grabbed him and pulled him into me.
James Harvey.
You pushed me into him.
James Harvey.
Well, it's all on here.
James Harvey.
You should have your body cam on.
James Harvey.
This is all live.
Wow, I want to see what's in people's pants. Wow.
Well,
Right, James Harvey.
This is all live.
No, that's
James
fine.
You
Harvey.
haven't got a body cam.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denied.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denied.
Who's weird? Someone that denies the Holocaust? James Harvey.
Holocaust denied.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denied.
James Harvey.
Holocaust denied.
Oh, I love Queen. That's my favourite gay icon. Do you think Freddie Mercury would have liked you or us? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Suck 'em, guys. Suck 'em.
Yeah, you're mad hypocrites, eh? Oh, come on.
Was that about me?
No, just because it's hot.
Can I ask you a question,
Yeah,
officer?
can I just answer your question first?
Yeah.
It's hot and he's got no water.
Yeah.
And so my other colleague.
No, that's fine.
And I think
That's
they've been
fine.
there about half.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be
I've got to
disrespectful.
drive through. And I think they've been there about half an hour.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. But when I asked that officer why he wasn't doing anything about a Section 5 public disorder, them effing and blinding, I'm a devout Catholic and I find that extremely offensive.
I love my gay icons.
So what he said to me was, I'm not looking that way. The other two officers are policing that side. But if you look, The two police officers who are supposed to be policing that side, they're facing this way as well. So basically you're only policing this side. I'm independent.
So you're unhappy with the policing operation? That's stuff I can feed back.
No, the effing and blind and over a loudspeaker, I find it extremely offensive, and it's a Section 5. When I brought it to the officer, he said, "That's nothing to do with me." The other two officers are looking that way, but as you can see, they're not.
I can hardly hear you. So I think we've had the same reports from the other side, but they're saying the same thing. So I'm not saying we tolerate it and it's not right, but we're not going to start arresting people there recently there. The sergeant is now coming over.
Yeah, that was the first point. But if you look, them two are facing this way, and so are the other two. So the other side are not getting police.
No, so as your PLO,
I'm not being a bitch. It's just like,
that's what I'm here for.
Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm here for, sir.
Yeah.
So me and Will, are you guys?
I mean, he was getting quite angry with me.
So I'll now feed that back.
Thank you very much, officer. Thank
You're making up words, you silly little children. Make believe little world where men can be men and women can be men in this world. And you're lost, you weirdos.
I want to say one more thing.
How do you plan to find out
Fanboys get fascism.
Are you going to come here and reach into my pants?
I'll see you in Liverpool.
You want to try it?
July, have a go take that's when I'm going next.
I could have a
shoot against Tyranny. We'll be on the
What if I was a child
in July.
and you didn't know? Like, oh my God, are they trans? Are they trans? Well, you can come here and reach into the kids' fucking pants, and that's how you realise if they're a girl or boy. Like, what's the reasoning? What's the, like, where does your brain even go? Is it just up your ass? Do you just shit it out every morning into your toilet? Man, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Stay out of our kids' underwear. You're the one girls that should fear. Stay out of our kids' underwear. You're the ones that girls should fear. Stay out of our kids' underwear. You're the ones that girls should fear. Stay out of our kids' underwear. You're the one that girls should fear. Stay out of our kids' underwear. You're the ones that girls should fear. Stay out of our kids' underwear. You're the ones that kids should fear. Stay out of our kids' underwear. You are the ones that kids should fear.
There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more of us than you. There are many, many more. Many, many more. Many, many more of us than you. When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? You guys are so smart, thank you.
With his sexual advances, remove your child from them times.
What do we think of James Harvey? What do you think of James Harvey? James Harvey! James Harvey! Holocaust tonight doesn't sound very good on his resume, does it now? What do you think of James Harvey? James Harvey! Holocaust denier who's who? Thank you.
It's so lovely to be here with everyone today who gives a shit about doing anything useful. So, you guys might have heard this drunk old man going 1-0 James Harvey, which is a fortunate coincidence because 1 is both the highest number you can count to and the number of teams you've got left. women's bathroom, but you see, we're allowed in because we're actually students. That being said, sir, I understand you're upset because mould is probably your natural habitat. Oh, don't forget, if you're looking for who's on the right side of history, you always go to the people yelling slurs, don't you? They're always the good guys, aren't they? Yeah, fucking loser.
You done, James?
Get 50 seriously.
I'm praying that the world changes soon. Can get a doobie on a plane, but there's Uzis in our schools. Every dude who touched the booty getting me crude. What you expect from the kids who went to Hooters after school? We're all triggered and defensive. We're all racist and we're sexist. I
don't know whether he wanted to drink. They said he was
being fat is beautiful. Name a thing that you can't do. Jumping jacks, run a mile, live past 42. Man, it used to be cool to just flip a bird to the system, and now it's trendy to be triggered and pretend you're a victim. It's my race, it's my weight, it's because I'm a Christian. I hate the internet. And everybody angry if you say white. Okay, fine. Pass me the brush and I'll paint my face to the shapes right. Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth. Weird. People so stupid, people so dumb, people so
And that. You got no like answers to your questions, at all. So you just be honest and say why are you here today?
Yeah, I mean you sound like police.
I'm not the police, mate. I'm just curious because you was in amongst that group over there earlier, but now you're here behind us videoing us. Nothing to say, mate. Nah, knowledge. No, mate. I'm asking you questions you can't answer. Yeah, so it just shows.
I can answer, I just don't care to, Megamind.
Yeah, definitely one of them.
Right. Are we ready for the round, guys?
Right, funny, they turn into police officers. If you've got nothing to hide, just answer all these questions. Isn't there usually in the comment section of audit videos complain about that?
I don't know, who's an auditor?
What?
Who's an auditor? Somebody an auditor?
There's auditors.
Yeah. I don't think they're here at a protest, so out of fairness.
Suddenly turn into police officers. Hey, look, just answer my questions if you've got nothing to hide. They don't like it when the police do that, so looks like hypocrisy to me. It looks like on the surface level hypocrisy, but you know, maybe I'm...
Maybe. I don't know the situation. I was late to arrive, so I don't know. But everybody's entitled to protest, so, you know.
Aren't you allowed to go around?
Well, I think it's frowned upon, you know, but I don't know.
So I got the pass. I got the pass because I said I think transgenderism is clinically a mental illness. So I'm not going to be friendly over there.
Well, so you should be here.
And then I don't really, you know, I don't think they should be here protesting because it's already been solved. So that's a bit compulsive. They've already got what they wanted, but they still turn up. It's just a bit compulsive, isn't it? It's a bit kind of like, you know, chilling.
Which side?
What?
Which side?
Well, the students against tyranny are the ones who don't want transgender people in here anymore. But that's already been made legislation.
Yeah.
UEA has made a statement saying, yes, we can't do that anymore. We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It's just compulsive.
I'm not going to try and answer those kind of things because I just don't know.
It's all true.
It's all completely above my head.
What?
James Harvey. James Harvey.
But they had it booked in already.
James Harvey.
Right, let's move on there, guys.
James Harvey. No, that makes them look really bad. Just keep going.
James, a question for you. He's in prison. Tommy Robinson's in prison. By the way, he's got a nice double barreled Stephen Yaxley Lennon. Spent all his money on.
Oh no, surely not.
Like you did.
Oh no. Oh.
Tommy Robinson's in jail.
Tommy Robinson's in jail. Tommy Robinson's in jail. We know.
Tommy Robinson's in jail. Tommy Robinson's in jail.
Not for much longer. Not for much longer, guys.
Mr. Yaxley Lennon, who is a big fan of Andrew Tate. Now, as we know, Andrew Tate is a rapist, a sex trafficker.
Actually, he's not. Sorry.
Cheering his friends. Are you protecting women by cheering sex traffickers, rapists, and monsters? No, you're not. It's just like being a Holocaust denier. It's just a basic piece of being an arsehole.
I'm just going to roll the smoke.
So, let's start this again. Holocaust denier, James Harvey is it?
Unplug that.
James Harvey is it?
Why?
James Harvey is it? And why did he deny the Holocaust? Because it
Sorry, mate. I nicked your seat over.
despicable human. It also goes with having a lack of how to apply intelligence, sense, or any kind of meaning or thinking. It just comes from being the type of person which is on Tommy Robinson because he likes people who are friends with a rapist, misogynist, sex trafficker, Andrew Tate. And if you're about to deny it, right. Why are you allowing your friends to cheer Tommy Robinson then? How many died in the Holocaust? How many died? Because you're a danger to women. Every one of you is a danger to women. Try somewhere else, Mr. Harvey. Cry more. Cry more. Stop cheering for rapists. Come on, okay, anyone else who isn't James Harvey, do you condemn Andrew Tate as a rapist?
Not yet, because he ain't been found guilty.
Who isn't you? Guys who are arrested, do you condemn Andrew Tate as a rapist?
Yes, we all do.
No, it seems like your friends are a little scared of saying that, Mr. Harvey.
I think he's a twat.
Maybe choose better friends.
Andrew Tate is a rapist. Wait, you are defending men who are 20 years old,
Some debate as to whether, you know, I mean, you look into Hitler and you look into what the Nazi Party did.
We're going to hold off, pal.
Come to us, we're off. Cheers.
Hey! Right, I think it's everything's wrapping up now, guys. So, not a massive crowd either side, but very interesting all the same. Makes a change, guys, from free Palestine. I'm surprised they didn't chuck a few of them in. So yeah, we're at, if you missed it, we're at the University of East. What was that? At the University of East Anglia. So that is Teenagers Against Tyranny was the group, and obviously you could hear at the counter. Well, I don't know what they was for or against, really. Pretty much against everything, except what they want to say. So we're going to shamble off and end the live stream there, guys. So I haven't been able to check a lot of the comments because I couldn't see. The bloody sun's really bright. But yeah, we'll end this